I have tried time blocking. I have tried ideal weeks. They've never worked out for me, but I think I have found the secret for me. I seem to have stumbled onto something that is making me feel very different about it, and I am very optimistic. I don't know that it's the answer for me yet, but it's the best it's ever worked, and that's the best I felt about it. I want to share it with you. I want to document this is what I'm trying, and I'm calling it my time alignment plan because I really want to make sure the whole reason I'm time blocking is I have some things I've been spending way too much time on, and I have some things that I have not been spending enough on. All right, this is overkill for what you need for this, but this is what I've got for the way I've done this. I'm recreating this because I don't want to share my actual one, but this is a process I just went through that I'm very excited about to help me with my time blocking and my ideal week and helping me to get my time aligned with the things that I do and don't want to be spending time on. So, very excited. Let's get to this. We're going to start by listing our areas of focus. Now, so step one, make sure you have all of your life categories, areas of focus, whatever you're breaking down for time blocking. The next thing we're going to do is write down all of the recurring things that happen each week right now. Don't worry about a year from now. Don't worry about this summer when you're off work or the kids are off school or whatever. Don't worry about too far in the future, just right now. And just think about in terms of a week, a typical week. I am trying to have 2 hour blocks for cleaning and maintenance sort of things. And then I'm also trying to do some, so 2 1-hour blocks and some daily tidying sort of things. For home, there's going to obviously be some errands. Most of the rest of the home stuff is going to fit into projects when I come to it. So, and then project, I want to do 6 1-hour blocks. So over here, what we're going to do is start working on an ideal week. You can use a printed ideal week. Again, I'm trying to convey that you don't need to have things printed out. You can do it in your notebook. And so I love this ruler because it has so many marks that are easy to see. You can also tell when it's aligned, but you don't have to go by just a little tick mark. You have that whole thing that you can, align on a line of notebook paper. So if you're using lined paper, this is just heaven. So if I measure from the margin over, I've got over 7 inches. So I can use an inch per day if I want to use all 7 days. So what we're going to do on this side is we're going to plan out an ideal week. Now, you might only be planning Monday through Friday, or you might be planning some other subset of days. I'm going to do it so I plan 7 days. I'm going to speed this part up. You don't need to see me struggle through this. Now I remembered. Easier to start this way so you're not going over your wet lines. And since I have you here, notice, so I'm just looking to see that, find a line that's on a line and make sure it's straight, and then I don't have to worry about marking the bottom part. And I know this is silly, but it makes me happy. I like a darker line between my Friday and Monday. So this guy was a 0.5, this guy's a 0.7. So there we go. I'm going to be planning from 8 to 5. So that's 9 hours a day, but all 7 days a week. Because I have some things that like alternate on Thursdays and Saturdays, and then I have some things that come up occasionally on Saturday. So every week's not going to be the same, but I'm going to plan for one and then kind of have some alternate things just in my head. So I'm planning 63 hours roughly worth of stuff. So I got to do this again. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 7 is 19. I left this guy out. So that's 23, 27, 47, and 6 is 53. And then I have these guys that are like half-hour dailies. I'm not quite at 63, but I'm pretty close. And that's with these guys being both at their max. The next thing I did was when I've tried doing ideal weeks with writing things in, I've tried it with pencils, I've tried it with colored pencils, I've tried it with erasable highlighters, erasable pens, just doing it and crumpling it up and starting over. For some reason, this was the magic for me. Using these removable labels. Now, I did try, I used to have a sticker business once upon a time. I have lots of sticker paper. And I tried doing that once, but then I got all bogged down with making labels and making sure they were the right size and stuff. These are great because they fit. They're 1/2 inch by 3/4. So they easily fit. You know, I could have made these narrower, but they easily fit and I can cut them in half for half hours and they're very easily removable. If I cared, I would get a tool palette to pick those up. I don't care. So I'm going to take some time and I'm going to color these enough to match these. You can enjoy a couple minutes of me doing this. 3, 4, see, that's what happens when you do them on here. But if I do these, I do the edges and then fill it in. These are going to be project 1, project 2, weekly productivity practice 1, weekly productivity practice 2. This is midweek. Now the other thing we're going to do is, when do we want to do this stuff? So that was the reason I had more pens. So I went through, I'm a morning person. So part of this is also knowing, are you a morning person or not? I went through and said, well, what do I want to do in the mornings for sure? And then what do I not care about? So these things have to be in the morning. So I'm using one color pen for my morning stuff. These things are going to be in the morning. These things are going to be in the afternoon. These things could go either way. These are going to be midday, so they're not morning. These are going to be in the afternoon because moving from a billion degree Southern California to nice, cool, and often wet top left Oregon, you can't as easily plan to work outside in the morning. It's an afternoon thing, so you want things to dry up a little bit. These are going to be flexible. Let's just start with that. And straight, it's okay. Now, a lot of these I'm going to be cutting in half because they're going to go, I'm going to do my ends of the day next. These are going to be, I'm just going to write prep. Days if I'm cooking something and I want to get started earlier. Now, normally I would let it bother me that these are rounded rectangles and some are going to be right side up and some are going to be upside down. I'm not going to worry about that today. On a day where I am planning to cook more, which is generally Mondays, I want to be done with that prep type stuff by 5. And before that, it's tidy, so there is wrap. And I know that Thursday is a just wrap and tidy day because we have obligations. We also have a lot of dog hair. We have obligations on Thursdays. We don't generally cook on Thursdays. Again, does that mean I'm going to tidy before I go? Oh, I'm low. I'm low. It's removable. It's okay. I'll end at 5. That's why I shouldn't have drawn those lines that low. I should draw a line across there. Oh, it's backwards. This wrap is upstairs. So these are going to be like walk or hike or something. So I'll just pop this in here. Does it mean I'm going to do it right then? No, it just means I'm trying to remind myself to reserve a block of time to go do something for me. Actually, it's more likely. I'm going to put my Sunday ones here because I have a friend I walk with usually Sunday afternoon. What do I have left? I have the channel stuff. Edit, which is taking way too long because I do a rough edit and so this should just be a total of 2 hours or less, I swear. But I'm new, so it takes me less time. Hooray. I'm missing something. Maybe that's it. What else? So again, my morning time is my thinking time. So that's where I want most of my project. Oh, my gardening stuff needs to be in the afternoons. Probably could have just put it in the morning, but this is the beauty of these stickers. Yeah, the corners get doggy. That's okay. It's not a work of art. Admin stuff for the volunteer organization. Some of the volunteer things that people that work full time and we work on things on the weekends, so we'll do those. And so I've got most of the things that I planned. I feel like stuff is missing, but again, I only had 50 some and there are 63 blocks there. So it's not 100% filled out. That's okay. Stuff is going to move, but I've ensured that I've got these things taken care of. Now, these are just my weekly things. I said, don't worry about the monthly things. You're like, but what about when I have to pay bills every month? I've got the admin hour, and if it's a thing that is important enough that week to take up a chunk of time, it can take up one of my project blocks. One thing I left off was adding up the hours, because what I'm wanting to do is make sure I'm balanced. Now, I can tell just by the color, but I'm going to go through and add these up. I can see from just a glance that it's balanced enough. I had 63 hours to work with. I didn't fill them up. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with this. I have something cool maybe in the next one. Well, hopefully that was helpful to you. Thanks for being here. I'd like to know what you found most interesting, useful. If you have any suggestions for me, I'd love to hear them. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you back here again soon. Thanks.